Hi guys, it's your girl Elijah Tara, and I'm back with another video. Some call me Tara, some call me Job, but I'm back with another video. I just want to first start off by saying shouts out to the lovely Artsy by Nature, and that's Artsy with 2 Y's. I recently connected with her on social media, and okay, if y'all don't know, she sells vegan candles. I told y'all I'm vegan and I'm with anything that is vegan. But she was telling me that she basically has been vegan, but unfortunately she eats a lot of potatoes, which unfortunately it was something that I suffered from when I first went vegan. And I have to say kudos to myself. This past week has marked my 2-year anniversary of me being vegan. So yay. It has been like a really incredible but long journey transitioning, becoming vegan, because if you don't know, and this is your first time on my channel and you never heard me talk about it, prior to me becoming vegan, just due to environmental factors, stress, work, COVID, when I decided to go vegan, which was November of 2021, like I said, it was a week before Thanksgiving, I was 250 pounds. I was really unhappy with my life. I was just in a state of being miserable. Just being completely honest, I was. I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy walking past the mirror every day, and I feel like that's really essential for a woman. Because we live in a society where everything is like about the physicality, it's very important that you love who's staring back at you in the mirror. Even if you're bigger, if you're smaller, it doesn't matter. You just need to love who it is that you're looking at. So you need to do whatever you need to do in order to love that person. So yeah, so I had decided to just one day wake up, I just decided, let me go vegan. Within the first 3 weeks of me going vegan, I had lost 40 pounds. Now, being on this journey, I've learned different things. And, honey, I'm telling you, if I could do it, that first month I went vegan, I wasn't doing nothing but eating potatoes. Like, I wasn't eating as healthy as I eat now. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm making this video. Just because I feel like it's important to pass along the message if you've already been through this. But, I just wanted to share some of the things that I use as substitutions for meat. But for my meat, I will tend to substitute a myriad of things. So for starters, if you need like shredded chicken, I will substitute jackfruit. Jackfruit has really the consistency of like strings, so it really looks like shredded chicken. For another form of chicken, I will use oyster mushrooms, and just cut them up, and you can make that into like fried chicken. So delicious. If I want something that is close to steak, I will get lion's mane mushroom, as well as depending on what it is that I'm making. So if it's like what I'm making now, like stir fry, I just use like a combination of, actually, where's the bag? I use this and these shiitake mushrooms, and like once they cook down, it looks like steak. So you know, if I need any type of ground anything, I will use a combination of either cooked walnuts, cooked pecans, mixed with a little bit of chickpeas, and like put it in a food processor to like chop it all up. So I'll chop up my onions, my bell peppers, because that was just something that we did before anyway. You know, us melanated people, or colored folks, or whatever the correct terminology for it is. Aboriginal, call it what you want. But I grew up cooking with like actual bell peppers, actual onions, instead of like just using the seasoning. So it's still something that I do to this day. And I think why it was so easy for me to transition and become vegan, because I had already understood the intricacies of cooking. Like, I've been cooking since I was 8. So because I've been cooking pretty much all my life, me transitioning and going vegan was pretty easy for me, just because I had to like test out and try. What it is understanding texture. And for somebody, I'm gonna be completely honest, back in the day I did not like mushrooms. You could not get me to eat a mushroom, I just wouldn't eat one. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to eat them. They weren't good to me. But once you understand, it's not so much the meat that you're addicted to, it's the texture and the flavoring. So as long as you can get something that's close within the texture, and the flavoring it's all in the flick of the wrist. Okay, like either you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about how you season your food and the herbs that you use. So back to this list. I never really ate pork at all, so I really don't have like a substitute for that, except maybe like king trumpet and like cut it up, and you can use that as pork. You have to excuse me, I was never a fan of pork. Never really something that I ate. Probably ate pork 1 year out of my life, so it doesn't even appeal to me. And like I said, I use things that are not processed. I don't think it's beneficial to be using processed meats, just because it's a lot of chemicals and it's high in sodium and just the way that it's created. So it's just like, just use the plant, okay? Like, but if I'm like missing fish, which I haven't at this point like missed fish enough, because I've been vegan so long, like fish stinks to me now. Like any sort of seafood, I feel like I can smell the parasites in it, so I just don't eat it. But what I hear is really good as a substitute for fish is sour soup. However, I'm gonna be real with y'all, it is not easy to get a hold to that, especially if you somewhere up north. Because I'm gonna be honest, before I even moved to Florida, I had never even heard of this particular I don't know if it's a fruit or a vegetable, but I had never heard of it. And it's like one of the most healing fruits or veggies that literally you can get your hands on. Like, it literally is known to cure cancer. So it's not per se supposed to be available in the United States, but if you're down in Florida, it's originally grown in Jamaica. So there's a lot of Jamaicans down here, you do the math. But that can actually be turned into like really, really flaky fish. The one thing I do and used to love was me some tuna. Okay, I used to love me some tuna. And if I want tuna, I would just cut up chickpeas, like kind of blend them up to where the point like it's almost chopped up. Or you can use some what is it I got under the cabinet? Some heart of palm. You can use as tuna as well. What else is something that another meat? You got steak or beef, which you can use. Oh, and you can also use it takes a long time to make, but eggplant can be turned into steak too. And it's really just the A1 steak, like it's the A1 steak sauce. Okay, like if you wanted to taste sticky, you use the A1 steak sauce and Worcestershire sauce. But what else? Chicken, turkey. Who's really out here eating turkey like that? Oh, jackfruit also can be turned into, what I've noticed being down here in Florida, they sell like these chicken wings in the bone, because honestly I don't think it's healthy for us to be eating cauliflower, even though I've eaten it before and it's actually some in the refrigerator. But cauliflower is not like an original vegetable. Like, surprise, like it's man-made, okay? Like, that's what it is at the end of the day. Anything man-made, I'm not eating it, okay? Like, if it was created in the laboratory, shout out to Dexter, I'm not eating that, okay? Like, that ain't grow from Mother Earth. I don't want that. I don't care. Like, so it's just certain things that I've like kind of stepped back from eating, just due to findings and figuring all of this stuff out. But what else you guys? Still haven't found anything for corned beef, just because I'm not gonna lie, I used to love me some corned beef. I really did. When I do come across something that is actually a good substitute for corned beef, then I'll let y'all know. Because that corned beef used to have a chokehold on me, okay? Like, I'm being real. I didn't ever even used to eat beef like that, but I literally would eat roast maybe once a year and corned beef like maybe twice a year. But yeah, as far as chicken, pretty much mushrooms. Like, I use mushrooms as a substitute for pretty much all my meats. And mushrooms have so many medicinal properties to them, it makes no sense. Like, if you struggle with mental illness or any type of health issues related to the brain, mushrooms, like, period. Whether you get mushroom powder, actual mushrooms, like, they're incredibly healthy. And as time goes on, people are starting to get more access to, like, these I'm not gonna say rare mushrooms, because they're definitely not rare. It's just 10 years ago we didn't know anything about them. They weren't really in the grocery store, and if they did see them in the grocery store, it was a rarity to see them. Now you go online, and I go into the grocery store down here called Sprouts, which is kind of like a upgraded Whole Foods. It's like a whole row of lion's mane mushrooms, so it's very easily accessible. That's Publix is down here, but if you go to Whole Foods, they should be in there. Whole Foods is also where I get my blue oyster mushrooms, which, like I said, is a substitute for chicken for me. Like, you can literally make that into fried chicken. In addition to that, what else is there? Oh, heart of palm can also be cut up to make into, like, scallops and just, like, stuff that tastes like fish. And like I said, it's not so much the actual vegetable itself, it's understanding what seasonings to put with them to make them taste a certain type of way. So if you're trying to go for something that's fishy, dillweed, you know what I'm saying? What's that wrap that the Asians use when they make I think it's called seaweed. Yeah, seaweed. You use seaweed. That's another way that you can season a lot of this stuff so that it actually tastes like fish. And little do people know, heart of palm, if you're into this type of stuff, like, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to like crabs, but now, like I said, me and seafood just don't get along. Like, even the smell, it just smells putrid to me. Like, I can't stomach it. But if you still, like, are in that and you still have these cravings for stuff like that, heart of palm is a really good one that you can, like, make you some makeshift crab legs, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure, you get you the butter and all that good stuff. But like I said, it's literally something out there for everyone to be able to substitute. So, and it's an organic way to substitute it, so you're not missing anything. Another big one for me, child, cheese. Okay, like, I think they're putting crack in the cheese, because it's no way, like, the addiction was real. Like, I can't tell you, I've been vegan for 2 years now, and I probably relapsed off macaroni and cheese twice, and it's literally always around Thanksgiving. This is the first Thanksgiving where I can, like, pat myself on the back and say I did not relapse this year, because, child, that cheese be having me, it used to have me in a chokehold, okay? I'm just being real with y'all, but I realized through my own experiences that eating that, like, if I eat cheese now, oh, you trying to kill me. Like, I'm gonna sue you. If you give me cheese, I'm going to sue you, because I promise you, you're trying to kill me. Like, it's literally toxic to me now. Like, and, like, even the smell of it, sometimes the smell, like, especially sharp cheddar, because I was that kid that, like, used to get the block of, like, Kraft cheese and just, like, munch on it. Child, okay? But, like, the smell of it doesn't smell bad, and every now and again I'll have, like, this craving, but I just won't give in to the craving, because I ain't gonna lie, vegan cheese, it don't taste the same. It just doesn't taste the same. However, that ice cream, I probably, on some real, like, have been eating vegan ice cream every day. Like, I don't know why, I don't know how come. I moved down here and it's just like ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. So, I don't know if it's because of the heat or whatever, but yeah, I had to pretty much kind of push that cheese away. Thank goodness the ice cream is like vegan ice cream and it's coconut. And that's another thing. I'm starting to realize that almonds are not real. Like, those are... Okay, so here was the theory. Somebody had told me almonds only come from California. California has a drought right now. So if nothing is being watered, where are these almonds coming from? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I've kind of transitioned to like coconut milk, or like what's the other milk? I don't drink soy milk because I don't eat anything that's soy. But what's the other milk? Oh, oat milk. I do drink oat milk. So I try to get things that are either coconut based or like oat based. But yeah, like I said, if you're trying to transition and go vegan, like I said, there's pretty much a substitute for everything. You might have to do a little bit of research. Me, I'm one of them people where I don't like just trying something if I haven't already tasted it. So I like sometimes prefer other people to cook stuff just so I can taste it. That way, once I taste it, I'm like, okay, I do like this or I don't like this. So I'll go home and try to make it myself. But yeah, like I said, there's literally a mushroom for every sort of meat substitute except for ground like turkey, beef, or chicken. If you trying to get ground beef, turkey, or chicken, chickpeas with either walnut, and you can actually do it without the chickpeas. You can just grind you up some walnuts, cooked walnuts, or pecans, and you don't even necessarily have to cook them. You can actually soak them overnight if you're trying to be raw vegan. I aspire to be raw vegan, but as of right now, my stomach be like, child, we need some heat. Okay, so, no, if you're trying to be raw vegan, you can just kind of like soak your walnuts overnight. Once they've soaked and they swell up, then you can put them in a food processor, chop them up. I'd say chop up your bell peppers and onions along inside of the walnuts when you're processing them. So that way you can just throw them in a pan or cook them or whatever. Like I said, me personally, I still cook my food, even though we're not supposed to, but okay. But yeah, like I said, as far as shredded chicken, you can use jackfruit, you can use heart of palm. It's one more that I'm thinking of. Like I said, you can also use blue oyster mushrooms, or just oyster mushrooms in general. Like I said, if you still want your beef or your steak, use, what is it called? Lion's mane mushroom, which lion's mane is good for rebuilding your nerves as well. If like you have nerve damage within your body or just in general, then you can use that and it'll actually help rebuild your nerves. And then like I said, as far as pulled pork, you can also use jackfruit. It's just the way that you season them because it's already shredded anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to go because I'm like over here starving. Okay, I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is I go by Miss Tara. Drop me a DM and then come back to the comment section and let me know that you sent me a message, because if you just send me a message and I don't actually like follow you, it's gonna end up on that other list, and you know that list that you really got to go through finding, and it'd be a whole bunch of people in there that I just like. So yeah, let me know that you actually messaged me so I can actually connect, because otherwise, child, you might get ignored. Okay, like, I'm just be honest. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy your holiday. Like I said, I don't celebrate holidays, but I hope y'all enjoyed your holiday. I hope y'all ate good. I hope y'all ain't over there in the food coma. If you is, I hope you enjoying your rest. But anyways, bye.